We're give or take a week away from the presidential inauguration, and Trump, being a polarizing figure on the good side and for some people on the bad side, is going to be the president as of next Monday. So with that said, we've been working on a special collectible, an officially licensed collectible, to celebrate that inauguration. And that's up next. With our partners at NGC, we were able to secure a very special label, and we'll get to the label in a second, showing you the exact detail and the licensing and the actual approval process to make this happen. But this is the official Inauguration Edition. That label you're seeing is an exclusive label tied to this Inauguration Edition. It, as references there, is taken care of by the Donald Trump 4547 and officially licensed all across the board. Many, many items of the past were not officially licensed. These are all licensed this time through, approved of, and the approval process is intense. He wants nothing but the best product going out, referencing who he is and what he hopes to accomplish, etc. So this particular piece is a total of 2,500 units are available as part of the Inauguration Edition. Of that, as they get done grading these over the next week or so, we'll know how many are 70s versus how many of them are Gem Unc. Our original plan was just to have the 70s, something we do on a regular basis. But we had so many people inquiring on our sales floor, people talking to our concierge service on, do you have just a generic specialty item, that we decided to add the other, but it is inside of the actual edition of 2,500. So tonight, not only the 2025 Silver Eagle, this year's brand new coin, it is the official Donald Trump Inauguration Edition. Again, 2,500 pieces between these two types. The total global will be that number. These are officially authorized, as it says here, by the Real Trump Coins, which is the name of that side of the organization that does all of the licensing for him, and it's clean and simple. Now, at the show, we saw medallions, regular 1-ounce medallions, selling for $99 to $139, and the people I've been talking to can't keep those on the shelves. I understand. And again, the individual himself, President 45 and now President 47, there are many, many people that are followers, and there are people that are not. This is not meant to be a political statement one way or the other than it's an opportunity, no different than when we had Obama win office years ago, and the popularity of people wanting to get kind of like a keepsake of that presidential election and or. So again, it's a personal choice. We have a lot of people that are Trump followers. We know that from just past sales over the years, going back to 2017, when the inauguration for 45 went through and the number of Silver Eagles that were sold that year at record numbers. I anticipate, though, that this year, 2025, will be even at a higher level. And that's just because of the excitement carried around the overall picture we're looking at. But again, tonight, the details on this one are specific and very important. One, as it says right there across the bottom of the label, this is officially licensed, authorized by. The language was negotiated. This is what the language they wanted on the holder itself. And then again, because of so many people asking, can we just have a keepsake? We're not really coin collectors per se. We're a 70 to them matters. We understand it as a coin collector maybe that having the best is the best, but they wanted to have a keepsake, which is why the Gem Unc is $79.95 versus the perfect 70 is $99.95. But here's something else that's to take a step back at. With as large of an event as we're seeing, and as many people as expected to show up on Monday for the actual inauguration, we look at the addition here of being only 2,500 units. How special is that? How special is that? It's going to be one of the most limited items in the entire bandwidth of stuff that's out there. I mean, I've seen commercials for shoes. I've seen commercials for watches. I've seen commercials for perfume. Everybody getting in on just the presence of. But this is the actual silver eagle. It's America's silver dollar. It is the world's silver dollar, but it's ours. And the 47th president's inauguration is celebrated here in this special label, this special edition, just for that. Again, the exclusive label is tied to this coin. It's tied to the 2500. It's just a great opportunity overall. Good question. Delivery time. We anticipate about a 2-week delivery on this one based upon the labels getting through the system. The language was just broken down in the last week. We're having a lot of fun with this. We hope you are as well. And again, as I referenced to somebody at the show, because he brought up and said, you're going to do this. You know, there's many of us that are not supporters. And I said, this is not meant to be yes, no, or indifferent. That's a personal choice, and it always has been. Isn't it wonderful we actually can have those choices in this country? But I do know, talking to a good friend back in 2017, when the first one came through, and he said, what do you got? I want some gag gifts. Literally, I want some gag gifts. So it can be looked at in a couple of different ways for a number of different purposes. But this year we have the Silver Eagle in 70. By the way, premium labels that are out there in the marketplace. If you check the other networks, the Eagle label, the red, white, and blue label, there's also one for the West Point Cadet, because all these were made at the West Point Mint. Have you seen the prices on one of those 70s? Right? We found one edition that was limited to 5,000 labels, and they only make 5,070, which is double this one, by the way. And they were at $129.95 because of how few of them actually were being made. Well, this one, it's all concrete and done. The language is specific, exclusive here. It's officially authorized by. The labels were chosen by. This whole thing was put together on one side, and we're just the lucky people able to have the conversation. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. There is a lot of activity on the phones. It's about a 30-second delay right now. Remember, avccoins.com is there to help support as an order-taking service or just as a look at some of the other great collectibles that are online. Do we have some of the earlier ones? Right now, we are sold out of the 2017s, which was Trump 45. This brand new, this is the launch of the Inauguration edition of 2500 for the year 2025 is there. This something special. So the Gem Unk and or the Perfect 70s, all inside of that family. Told you we were going to have some fun tonight. And that's why we call this segment The Daily Deal.